This week on TGC News, guns behind every blade of grass, a new Cali-Compliant solution for ARs, and Gemtech, as we know it, is dead. NeoMag offers a slick solution to discreetly carrying a spare magazine securely in your pocket. Available in small, medium, and large to hold anything from 380 to 10 mil. Also now available are the extended clip versions, which allow you to carry deeper in your pocket or carry your spare mag with an extension. Utilizing strong neodymium magnets, a steel backer, and titanium clips, these things are built to last. To get 10% off your order over at theneomag.com, use the code TGC2018. Welcome back to another episode of TGC News, the only gun news show that covers things you actually care about. My name is Jon Patton. Before we get cracking, I just want to let all of you know that our Patreon giveaway gun got turned up a notch this month. Since we are doing a Ruger American and 6.5 Creedmoor, our friends over at MDT, we did their chassis a little bit ago, offered to throw in one of their chassis systems to sweeten the deal for this rifle. We'll be featuring that gun in an upcoming accuracy comparison video, but if you want to find out more, go to patreon.com/theguncollective. Now, the news. Our first story this week will make you beat your chest and say, "America!" According to the FBI statistics, for the last 8 months, from October 2017 to May of 2018, there have been over 2 million background checks called into the NICS system every single month. That is 16 million, over 16 million, and 11.3 million of those happened since the beginning of 2018. Gun ownership is strong in this country. It should come as no surprise then that according to a new study done by Small Arms Survey, the American public owns approximately 87 times more firearms than the U.S. military. They're saying that the U.S. populace has about 393.3 million firearms. And according to a different study they did, the U.S. military has about 4.5 million firearms. Now, this data is not likely 100% accurate because of things like 80% receivers and things that don't get transferred on record, but even if it's close, that is some really, really cool data. Think of it this way. At those numbers, there is 1.2 firearms in the U.S. privately owned for every single person in the country. Yes, that includes the gun grabbers. Now, obviously, that's not saying everyone in the country owns a gun, but it is pretty wild to consider that we could literally arm every single person in the country right now. Also, consider how much ammunition is contained within our borders. I think the most interesting thing about all of this data is that even though we have enough firearms to arm the entire country, crimes with firearms don't increase at the same rate as firearms ownership. What do you guys think about these studies? Are they worth taking into account when discussing gun stats in the US, or is there no way for them to be accurate enough for your needs? Sound off in the comments and let me know. And in communist California news, there is another really interesting part designed for those of you in Cali to deal with the ridiculous legislation that has come down over the last few years. At this point, I'm struggling to keep up with the massive list of things that you're not allowed to have in California. Well, this thing claims to allow you to avoid removing all of that stuff. Your pistol grips, collapsible stocks, vertical grips, flash hiders, whatever nonsense has been banned in the last 5 minutes in California. How did they do this? Well, the product is called the Kali Key, and it's made by a company called JL Billet. It is essentially a replacement for your charging handle and gas key for your BCG, combined into one part that turns your rifle into a bolt action. You take off the gas key and replace it with the Kali Key. No other modifications required. I was kind of curious to see what would happen with the gas tube because it looked like the Kali Key and the gas tube might interfere and hit. Well, it actually has a cutout to allow gas to come towards the side of the receiver in the forward portion of the Kali Key. I'm not sure how much that's going to affect blowback to the shooter, but in the promo videos, it didn't look bad at all. Of course, that's a promo video. Now, the biggest downside to this thing that I can think of is the fact that if you want to shoot quickly, you are racking the gun every single time. but I suppose you might become a boss at malfunction clearing when you're doing that. Either way, like I've said before here on the show, the crazy laws that come up in California and other states drive innovation, and this is no different. The price? $75. I suppose that's the toll to keep all your other trinkets on your rifle intact. What do you guys think of this thing? We have a huge audience in California, so sound off and let me know what you guys think. Would you sacrifice the semi-auto functionality in order to keep all the other parts on your gun and stay legal? Gemtech, as we know it, is dead. Yeah, that's really bad to hear. Now, what I'm about to tell you isn't in a press release or anything of the sort. This is information that I got direct from the source. And as far as I know, they've been kind of making an effort to keep this actually quiet. So what we've got is sort of breaking news. This all started in July of 2017. We talked about the Smith & Wesson / American Outdoor Brands acquisition of Gemtech, as well as the following lawsuit where Gemtech sued Big Blue for killing a potentially massive sale, and then the subsequent dismissal of that lawsuit based on the location where Gemtech sued. It's been kind of a mess. Well, on June 27th, the management of American Outdoor Brands, or AOB, called a surprise meeting with the few remaining Gemtech employees. Yeah, we all know where this is heading. Essentially, the employees were told that they have approximately 6 to 9 months left before the brand is moved to Springfield, Massachusetts, and they will no longer be employed. They were offered severance packages and pretty much told, sorry about your luck, the industry is down, and blah, 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 blah. Same old crap. This reminds me of what happened with AAC several years back when they were acquired by Remington / Freedom Group. A big company came in and everyone hoped it would take the brand to a new level. Well, where's AAC now? Struggling to compete in a market that they helped create. I hope that Big Blue has a plan to keep this brand going, because the last thing I think we all want to see is another great brand crushed by corporate America. And as always, time will tell, but man, it's sad to see Gemtech potentially going the way of the buffalo. This week on our Good Guy with a Gun segment, we are transported to Memphis, Tennessee on the evening of June 1st. As an unnamed homeowner was arriving home, he noticed that his dog was flipping out in its cage and realized that someone was actually in the home and he was being robbed. He decided to enter for whatever reason, and it was at that point that he encountered 2 people inside who noticed him and started panicking and drew their guns. The homeowner was able to get to a hall closet and grab his AK-47 and proceed to defend his home. It was at that point that he opened fire and killed both men. He later stated that he did regret the fact that they died, but he said it was either me or them. And in that equation, we all know that self-preservation wins every time. Tactical Baby Gear offers some of the coolest diaper bags, baby carriers, and day packs for the mom and dad that love freedom. Whether it's the Deuce 2.0 diaper bag combo with the bottle and dump pouches, the Day Pack 3.0, or maybe just the Tactical Teddy, you are bound to find something that works for you and your tactical baby. Also available are the new bulletproof panels that are level 3A Kevlar soft panels that fit inside either the backpack or diaper bag. To get squared away and get 10% off your order, use the code TGC10 at tacticalbabygear.com. It's time for More Friendly Fire, the segment where I answer your questions from all over social media. The questions this week are coming from the TGC Patriots over on our Patreon page. Our first question is from Ian, and he says, what's your favorite big bore semi-auto caliber and platform? Well, that's kind of tough because there really aren't a ton out there. I really like the 50 Beowulf I built as my first AR. I really do. I really think the Barrett 50 BMG rifles are a complete riot to shoot. And I have this 500 Automax that just came in for testing that could also be something that's really cool. You're like asking me to pick my favorite child. It's really tough. Chris K says, what's up with local gun stores being so bad at customer service when that's all that separates them from online and big box stores? That's a damn good question. It blows my mind that there are still shops out there with dudes behind the counter saying things like, That gun you want to buy? Yeah, that thing belongs in the trash. Or simply pretending like the choices that they've made in their lives are the only good ones to make. Gun owners are not one skin color or sex or sexual orientation or political party member or education level. So why treat all the customers like they are, right? That's a good question, man. Cyrano Jones says, PSA has a really good deal on 40 cal XDs right now that's way cheaper than when I bought one new in 2009. Has 40 become so unpopular that companies are trying to unload them like this? Yup. My friendly fire question to you guys this week, besides TGC, who are your top 5 gun channels right now? I'm interested to see which ones you guys pick. And hey, if you have a friendly fire question that you want me to answer right here on TGC News, this box that I live in on your phone or computer screen, send that to me on theguncollective.com. And that is it for this week's show. Guys, you know what to do. If you didn't like the video, hit that button. If you did like it, hit like, get subscribed. Consider supporting us via the links in the video description below. We have an Amazon affiliate store, as well as a link to purchase cool shirts just like this one. And of course, links to find us all over your favorite social media platforms. And as always, thank you all for watching. We'll see you soon.
The shirts worn in today's video on The Gun Collective have been provided by Patriot Patch. Closed captions have also been brought to you by Patriot Patch Company. Be sure to click the link in the video description to check out all of their great products, including their cleaning mats.